I am so thrilled. I just found out that the Cleveland Museum of Art will get the chance to show the exhibit called Sicily. I wrote in my last post about how Sicily decided to end its touring exhibition, and this was mentioned, this broke out in the news last month, and it angered a lot of people. Now, this exhibition had Greek artifacts and other antiquities from Sicily, and it was touring the world for a period of time. And it was currently at the J. Paul Getty Museum in Malibu. And news broke that Sicily needed the exhibition to come to an end and for the whole collection to be returned to its country. And many people wondered why, but I really didn't wonder why, because I have been studying the cultural property debate for a while. And a few posts ago, I mentioned the problems in Greece, specifically regarding the economy and tourism. I wrote that the economic downfall affected Greece's tourism industry. As a result, the Greek government had to make cuts to its cultural industry, such as security guards for their museums and archaeological sites. As a result, many of these sites and museums were being targeted by looters to put artifacts on the antiquities market in order to make a little bit of cash. Now, the economic downturn affected the other countries such as Italy and Sicily. As a result, its tourism industry also took a nosedive. And in these countries, their tourism market makes up a huge part of their GDP, gross domestic product, sorry. So I wasn't surprised, but I was a little upset that Sicily would make this decision, because I firmly believe that a touring exhibition throughout the world at different museums allows museums to showcase art that they might not have before, and it allows a country to retain artifacts or antiquities that it believes it's their own and a part of their national identity, but also promote their own culture in different markets. Not everyone will fly to Sicily to see artifacts or antiquities or pieces of art. Most people are actually unaware that Sicily had a large ancient Greek culture. In fact, most people don't study Greek history, so they wouldn't know about the Punic Wars, etc. So as a result, I am thrilled that everything has been turned around. I feared that this would put a wrench in the repatriation debate, that museums would not return artifacts, or there's a possibility, because they feared that countries would retain everything, that museums would not be willing to go into negotiations with countries if those negotiations seemed to fail. But negotiations actually worked in this case, just like I said they would in my thesis. I said that for a successful repatriation, one of the factors was a collaboration between both museum and the source country. And so I am so thrilled that the Cleveland Museum of Art can still have this exhibition, and people in Ohio might have the chance to actually see artifacts from Sicily, let alone other places. So I can't be any happier, and this is good news as opposed to all the bad news I've been talking about in terms of Syria, Iraq, Egypt, and the destruction of cultural sites. But I can talk about that in another post, because there's much more to discuss there if you watch the news. Thank you again.